no coming, okay, it doesn't matter.
We do know the stations pass through the trains unannounced. Fast trains pass through here unannounced. Welcome back, folks. We're here with Shorty.
Hello.
And as you can hear, he's got the other microphone now. Which
had a very eventful journey on the 73C today, as opposed to probably the new route set up there with the 74s and whatnot. We had the dual carriageway that you can go from Dundee to Arbroath from, which usually the 73s would go in the dual carriageway from Carnoustie to Arbroath. So that was nice. A bit unnecessary, but it was nice. It probably still would have been faster going the old way, innit?
I don't know if it's some sort of route diversion due to roadworks.
Could tell you.
Could be anything, really, to be honest.
1K bus, but we're still here in one piece.
Well, it's 15:35 at the moment, 25:4. We're planning to stay here till what, 45?
Yeah.
So,
again, it might not be too much today, but we are doing a fair bit tomorrow anyway, so.
Yeah,
all good.
Tomorrow. I'll charge these nights up tonight when I get home as well, so probably just, I'll bring them with me tomorrow anyway.
Aye.
And if we decide to use them, we can do.
As long as the X10 doesn't have the heating on full way, that's all I care about. That's going to be annoying.
Last time we did have the heating on full, and it was cooking.
Aye. So, I came out a bit better than you did somehow.
It was like the Citylink this morning, coming up from Stirling. The driver couldn't decide if they wanted the heating or the air conditioning on. At first it was the air conditioning, then it was the heating, and then it was switched to the air conditioning again. I'm like, and then I felt the heat again as we're coming into Dundee, and I thought, what do you want, mate? Do you want it hot or do you want it cold?
But there's no point because you're coming into Dundee, that's when the service terminates, so you may as well just have it one or the other.
Yeah, it's like deciding if you want music on or not.
Aye.
Personally, when I'm driving, I actually quite enjoy having music on.
Passes the time anyway.
Yeah, as you can see, we're in the Carnoustie now. If you're just joining us on the slide, welcome. You've got adverts for Sell It Bang, Weetabix and Specsavers over there.
Sell It Bang, is that still a thing?
Yeah, I think so.
I remember the old Sell It Bang adverts here, they were rubbish. It's like the Haribo and Malteser adverts, they're rubbish.
I don't think they're meant to be advertising them, because if you look over there, they're walking over the names, and I think they're just trying to...
Hopefully tomorrow's a better weather. I don't even know the weather for Glasgow.
If you accidentally infringe someone's copyright, have you had your Hiscox business insurance? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow will be better weather, because I can look, the tide's coming in big time now.
Yeah, exactly. We're in the Carnoustie now, which is nearer Arbroath than Dundee, I would say.
Yeah, a lot in here.
It's a Arbroath phone number.
Yeah. I mean, on the dual carriageway, you're probably looking at about 10 minutes. The longest stretch of the journey, whether you're going by bus or by car or by train, is from Monofee to Carnoustie.
And I would say the journey between Dundee and Arbroath is about, what, by car, maybe about 25 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah.
20 minutes even.
Yeah. I mean,
it takes about half an hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah, I got the 39 when it was still a thing from Beaton to Dundee. It took about half an hour, so you're probably looking about maybe 5 minutes on the 39. Well over an hour on the 73.
Oh, 73 to an hour and 25 minutes.
Which you don't really feel it in some parts. In some parts you do.
I think it depends if you're just trying to get to Arbroath.
If you were getting to Arbroath in a hurry, you'd probably better get an X7 or 72.
Young King says, what happened with you? We cannot hear clear, too close to the mic, bro. Well, we're wearing the microphones. I'm not actually holding one. See? Yeah. We're actually wearing them.
Oh, mine is one multi as well. Yeah, yours is kind of where mine is, basically. At least on the bright side, you have Gates, so Gates today is helpful.
Yeah.
Any other time I don't like Gates because it's cheating.
Yeah, because Broughty Ferry, I think they've changed the times of the gate there.
They have. So you're not waiting as long, which is good.
You say, so maybe because you're in an enclosed area. Yeah, well,
yeah, that could be
true. It's a bit echoey in here.
The shelter is also a lot more sturdier than the one that we had at Monofee.
The only reason that we're standing in here is because it's absolutely chucking it down outside.
Which is a shame. Yeah. I mean, we had a lovely couple of weeks, 19 degrees, odd, sunny. Yesterday was alright. Well, it's okay. Still rained a wee bit.
He says it's echoing. I do apologise about that, but there's nothing I can do about that just now.
Unless you just take the microphones off. But
Nah, it'll be alright. I'll have a little listen back to it when I get home. The worst, I can download the footage and then I can play around with it on my laptop.
True.
And maybe re-upload it later.
Yeah. True.
But he says, is it cold weather there? Where are you gentlemen from? It's not really. It's not that bad. What about 12, 13 degrees Celsius?
On my phone, it's probably still saying Dundee stuff. I mean, you still need to wear a jacket, but it's fine. It's 8 degrees on my phone.
8?
Wee bit. Well, I mean, also with the water, but.
This is a safety and security announcement.
Oh,
This station is covered by CCTV cameras for the safety and security of all customers and staff. Take care of the
Even with the tide, it's still fine.
And if you're a wheelchair user or travelling by tram, apply the brakes cross waiting on the platform.
You find on this one, or do you want to go to that shelter? Or?
I'm okay here. You can go there if you want.
Yeah.
I'm sure the microphone will reach, but I was about to ask how to go over, but here's your answer.
Stations and on our trains. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff with expert Transport Police 161016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
We'll probably hear that announcement quite a few times between now and 4:45.
How many? We have 31 stops to do on our train to Plymouth, and we don't know how many times we're going to hear that at every single station we leave about the unattended luggage and whatnot. Yeah.
Well, there might be announcements from the driver, at least if it's announcements from the driver, he'll be saying something different each time. Because that is a recorded announcement, which I think it goes out to every single train station in Scotland.
In Scotland, anyway, yeah.
Must be set on a timer or something.
Well, I've never heard it in Barry. Well, not Barry, but Barnsley, so. Or something.
Jude Cool says hi, hope you're doing okay. We're in Carnoustie at night. Although we're not seeing very much.
Yeah, I thought with you that while we were setting up anyway, so.
Yeah. That's what always happens.
True.
Young King says, okay, nice to meet you guys from South Africa. It's 1640 here. And it's quite cold here, about 18 Celsius. 18 Celsius is quite warm here, actually, if I'm being honest.
Well, I've been in Pakistan for it's about 53 degrees, so I'm used to cold and used to hot.
53 Celsius. That's what you call a bit toasty.
Just a wee
That's
bit.
certainly what you call a bit toasty.
A wee bit, yeah.
Well, the next train is due to leave here.
Sorry, I was going to balance back out of the way.
49 to Arbroath. It's about, what, 7-8 miles from here. So, yeah, train obviously is an option for us if we're heading back down, obviously. But I think we're going to be taking it back to Dundee. Well, there must be a train coming now because
Yeah, it'll be the one to Arbroath.
it probably will be the one going to Arbroath, actually.
Just about the time.
It would look better there.
You can check after you're live about down the buses.
Yeah.
Again, a bus is not option, we'll just get a train.
Oh, 16 going to Inverness. That'll be the one that comes up from Glasgow to Dundee and up to Aberdeen.
Is that will be at Inverness about 7:30 tonight?
That's a long journey.
2:30 to 7:30. 2 services via Dundee a day. One starts in Dundee and it's a 158, believe it or not. Gets to Aberdeen for about 9:30 in the morning, which is fine.
Young King says, what are you guys up to? Well, we're just doing some train spotting.
Attempting to, anyway.
Well, attempting to, even though the weather is really bad here.
I was almost thinking about calling off today, but I thought, no, see how we'll go. Still got a few in.
Well, when I woke up this morning and saw the weather, I was thinking about suggesting that we do a full-line bus route or something. I think we were both thinking something similar.
Which one did you have in mind, route-wise?
I didn't actually know, to be honest. I thought maybe something new.
I don't know, also all the 73s and that we have to redo, but only on request anyway.
Yeah.
We are doing X1. Has the X10 been requested?
It was, but remember I did X10 from Stirling to Glasgow.
Yeah,
on my own.
yeah. Yeah, so X10 and X1 are tomorrow.
We went with Barry quite early.
Yeah. And we're mainly going to be... Yeah, and we're mainly going to be on buses anyway, so weather doesn't really bother me.
It says to Arbroath, calling it Arbroath only as well, obviously, because I can't think of any other stations between here and Arbroath. Because we're north of Barry, aren't we?
Yeah, Golf Street's further down, I believe. Yeah, because Carnoustie Golf Course before you reach Carnoustie, so... Yeah, Golf Street, yeah, that's right, just Carnoustie then Arbroath. That's 158-739, same one that we've seen earlier at Monifee. That's it on its turnaround.
The next train at platform 2 is the 1549 ScotRail Service to Arbroath.
Yeah, they brought the Barry's Way.
This
About
train
5 minutes, 4 minutes.
is 2 carriages.
They brought it down about 7 minutes early.
So the 2 carriages will be a 158.
Yeah, same one we've seen in Monifee.
Yeah.
Yeah, far too early.
Young King says, here is your first light. Thank you. That's appreciated. I'll have a look at your channel as well. I promise. I'll do that when I'm travelling home.
I don't usually film...
If you look over there, Docherty's Midland Coaches.
That's not a Panther, is it? No, it doesn't look like it.
No, I don't think it is.
Could be one of the older 9700s. Now, I didn't usually film from just shelter, so I think I'm resorted to doing that today.
I think you're right, because I don't think the train's going to...
It was on and off early, which was nice, but...
I don't think it's going to go off anytime soon.
No, because also we don't have any buildings to centralise it as well.
No, this is the only shelter we've got, is this bigger bus shelter, basically.
The sturdier bus shelter, anyway.
Busway says, hello, Shorty and Alba. Well, that's
Who
Alba.
are you calling Shorty?
And then this is Shorty here. He's wearing another microphone, I'm wearing one as well. Incidentally, one person asked me, how do you use these microphones? Well, there's a little transmitter built into my phone. Well, it's not built into my phone, it's connected. And each microphone has its own tiny little battery. So I have to charge them up like I would charge my phone. But
we'll be taking these down south anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be wearing mine on the train, I probably won't.
I might.
Because I might pick up people's conversations and all, especially if we're going to be sitting at a table seat. So.
What I might do is I might do it. I might like talk to the camera when we're at train stations just to see who we are.
Yeah.
I might do it that way.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. And the coach.
Yeah, because I'll be filming the departure board on the train for both of our channels, and also I'll send them to you, and then we can make it into one big thing.
Busboy says, can you please take them off because I won't be able to hear the trains? Well, we don't normally speak when the trains are going away anyway, so...
I know, and if you'd seen our Wallingford live, the sounds pick up trains pretty good, especially the 66 one.
Yeah, exactly.
No, Mum moved it herself.
Sorry, folks, I've just had to turn the sound off because Adam's taking a personal phone call just now.
No,
We'll be back in a minute.
She's just looking for a frying pan.
Okay. Sorry about that. I know our sound went, but I turned the sound off because Adam was taking a personal phone call there. These things do happen. So I brought the barrier down quite a while before that train.
It's worse than brought. Yeah, I mean, 42. It's due now, but they brought it down about 42, about 7 minutes ago. That's coming now, actually.
It's been at least 6-7 minutes.
That's coming now. Just see the headlights. You always guarantee you can see some sort of coach here. And they had a lot of coaches in Glasgow for Stena, some sort of Stena tour day thing.
Yeah.
Transatlantic Volvos and whatnot.
We don't really see a lot of The only really type of coach you see here is one coming down on the main road there, like a private hire.
Again, I don't mind I don't care for the weather as long as the rain goes off. That'd be nice. Mind you, having said that, visibility is good. And if you do look further down, you can see trains coming faster anyway. So from here, it's fine. As long as my cakes make it home safe and sound, that's all I care about. Oh wait, yeah, it's all Midland coaches. That's not a yeah, it is a Volvo 9700, one of the older ones. Try out, sir. Nice. Well spotted.
That's 158739. Busboy says, Albert, can you turn the mics off, please? Well, if we do that, other people can't hear what we're saying. That's why I've got them. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it must be echoing here, but
It must be a bit echoey in here. I'll check it when I go home.
I'll video it now. Just keep saying stuff and I'll see it on my phone.
Okay.
Right, just talk now.
Oh, we've got the barriers come down again. There must be one heading south due.
Oh yeah, it is actually. They're not lying.
What?
Listen. It is a wee bit echoey.
That's a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take mine off. Surprisingly, that one was clear as anything. I actually got a control of 158. Right, power button. Mine's off.
Yep, we've just had a little look at it on Aaron's phone. It is echoing. We do apologise. We didn't realise how echoey these were. We'll use them in Glasgow tomorrow, though. Well, possibly use them tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a good shot from here. The window's a lot clearer here for some reason than it is at your bit. Reasons on the sides. And by the off chance, if you're fortunate to come to the my house, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, well, as I said, folks, I didn't realise that it was a bit echoey there. I do apologise, but we'll use them on the bus tomorrow, possibly. We're planning on doing a bit of bus, but I didn't realise that it would be as echoey in here. I do apologise. Hopefully you can hear us a lot better now.
Next time we're here, we'll try the Green Bridge, depending on
Well, busboy says, please don't, Alba, I won't be able to hear the bus. Well, you don't really hear the bus much when we're travelling anyway.
Sure.
So the train should be coming from Arbroath, I would imagine.
Probably. Probably 6 o'clock. Yeah. Good road.
I'm not saying that we'll be using mics all day tomorrow, because I'm not saying we're going to be chatting all
I don't have enough charge for all day tomorrow.
They probably would, but
Well, maybe one for the various things.
what I think is we just use it for a couple of minutes on each bus, you know, when we're saying something, because I can disconnect the chat, I can disconnect the receiver, you know, when we're not saying anything, and when we are saying something, I can reconnect it.
This is a safety announcement. Please stay well back from the platform edge.
fast trains do pass through this station unannounced. Thank you.
We do know that. I've heard that announcement, I don't know how many times today. Busboy says, so how was your journey? Yeah, it was lovely.
Journey.
The journeys have been lovely today, I think.
Yeah, 80,000 has been fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
You thought it was a bit meh, which I expected.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's the only thing about train spotting here is they bring the barriers down a little bit.
They never used
A
to.
little bit too early in my opinion.
They never used to, unless they just switched over to Roy Fetty.
Maybe.
I don't know why. Mind you, having said that, I do see the point, because you don't really get that much traffic on it, it's not really a main road.
No, that's true.
That's one benefit. Scottish Road. Is it black?
He's,
Hell.
it's what?
You can actually feel that car.
Yeah. He's on pause, ready to hit record.
Yeah, I'll show you how to turn the winds.
That looks okay.
Also bad from inside a shaft, isn't it?
Looks alright.
Yeah.
Look.
It looked a bit long for 9 cars there for a second, I think.
Young King says where? Well, Carnewstay is about 10 miles north of Dundee, roughly.
Ah. Yeah, I'd say that, yeah.
So from Edinburgh we're about 70 miles. Glasgow's maybe about 100 from here. Roughly.
Well, I was 60 miles from Dundee. 68.
And that's...
Closer to 70.
I would have said about 80 from Dundee. So about 90 from
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
here
yeah.
to Glasgow. Roughly.
And I'll go 2-3 miles.
Yeah, if that.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, going forward, if I'm in a bus shelter on a rainy day, I'm not using the microphones live at all.
Not in a
Because
shelter at all, I think.
If it's echoey, then that's going to impact on the quality of the volume.
True.
If I'm travelling on a bus, it'll only be for maybe a couple of minutes to say what route we're on,
That'll be faster than heading north now.
where we are and all that stuff, and then after that we don't use them at all because it
Yeah, but you
will...
can hear how echoey it is now to stop
Yeah.
right now. If you are in an open plan station like Rocky Ferry or even Wallingford, you need a microphone to bring on. Sure.
Yeah. I will, however, use them if I'm bus spotting at, like, say, Buchanan Street, because then
Yeah.
they're handy for reading out the reg numbers.
Especially with the louder buses too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm almost finished watching the Snakeford live. I haven't got around to the Wallingford one yet. And you want to see your Falkirk thing.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that Falkirk thing?
It was good. You're going to have quite a lot of stuff to watch on my channel by the time tomorrow night comes, aren't you?
Oh yeah, tomorrow too.
Although I'm not planning to do a live tomorrow, I'm just going to do stuff recorded.
Flying today.
Well, I saw a plane when I was
I
in...
could not be training for it.
I had a plane when I was in Edinburgh yesterday in Princess Street. It sounded like that one. I just could not work out where the hell it was coming from.
That's the thing with planes like these. I mean, you think you hear them from the north and you look at east and you can't see them.
Yeah, exactly.
From there, the last I can see.
It's somewhere, I don't know where.
Oh yeah.
Because the...
Okay.
Oh, right, okay. Because Saturday, when I was down in Falkirk, at Falkirk Jameson train station, even I found a train station with a bridge that I cannot see over.
No way!
Yes.
Guys, you're hearing this first. Breaking
Yes.
news. Mount Everest can't see over a train bridge. How
Those-
do you feel that?
There was one bridge I could not see over,
You're not really going to miss that much. Just
and you'll see it on the live.
do you wanna,
when you watch it.
It's just 3,000 and occasional class 800. That's all you're going to shoot there.
Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm going to try Falkirk High and see what it's like up there someday.
Falkirk Heights it's just the Edinburgh Express 35. That's it.
Well,
Falkirk, I wouldn't go spotting that. I wouldn't go to the point.
at least I tried it,
Yeah.
because there wasn't much doing in terms of the buses at the time, so I thought it's worth going down just to have a look at the train station and see what it's like.
How long maybe after being up over now then?
Yeah. Unless it's a freight train going past, if it's coming this way.
Most likely the freight train will be going heading south. Could do the Royal Scotsman do this. Royal Scotsman would do this.
Flying Scotsman would be even better.
It'd be bad if you go to your lap because I've never seen the movie steam train run. It would be really like
I've never actually seen a steam train in motion in real life. I have done on like DVDs and obviously on YouTube as well, but never in real life.
just to normal, just to investigate. See, that's the thing. You don't really get much of a warning trains coming that way, and it could potentially still come that way.
Well, I'm definitely not going up to that bridge up there.
No. We'll
Not-
do that for a better day.
Not in a day like
The
this.
next time. But, however, from down there, even from in the shelter, you've got plenty of good headlights.
Exactly. That's why we decided not to go to Arbroath or to Barry, which is another
I
station
don't
not far from
understand.
here.
When we were here last time, we were waiting at a bus stop at the shelter.
Yeah.
And so, but I've lived there, and there's no shelters. Unless I got rid of the shelter, it was taking up too much room. Because I was
Yeah.
in the standing normal bus stop, which is annoying, not having to no shelter.
Right, I've been having a little think.
It's dangerous for people.
Very funny. Tomorrow, with these mics, I'll just say what route we're on and where we're off to. You can then use the other one as well, if you want to, obviously. And then we can say how we're enjoying the ride so far. And then,
I don't really think I'll need to wear a mic. I think I'll just keep the mic so I can change spot.
yeah, okay, cool.
Come on, the metallic pen.
I'll use the one. We can even just share the one, and then we can say how we're enjoying the ride so far.
Then it became seats next to each other.
Well, if we're there in plenty of time, we're down the front.
And I'm not getting an angry yaw telling me to go back to the line with you when I was in my right foot cruise.
Well, anybody tries that, then first come, first served.
And we're going to be spotting next to the stands anyway.
Exactly. Because the stands going down to Hamilton is on the opposite side, if I remember rightly. And the X10 stands is just as the buses come in to Buchanan Street.
Yeah, we have literally just swapped the right there.
Yeah. Now, there's not really a great deal going on here at the moment, folks, but these things do happen from time to time.
But, look. You're saying?
Is it?
Yeah, we passed 800.
Okay.
And to Aberdeen, we didn't say what we might go. Should have known.
That'll be the LNER one heading northbound then.
Yeah, because the one I was in Southland, that was for London.
Yeah. Oh, was it going to London, like?
Yeah.
Cool.
First and last LNERs of the day for the Leeds.
It's the London one would terminate, would go through Leeds on the way down there, wouldn't it, from here? No?
Not moving very fast, it's all.
And it's supposed to show what I know about trains, which is not much. And that Inverness train only has 2 carriages.
Can't be. The one said no.
That's what it says. It's going at a restricted speed anyway.
Yeah, this is 158.
Hmm?
This is a bit of a squeeze from Glasgow to Inverness, and 2 carriage train.
It would be.
It'll couple up to another train in Aberdeen.
It might go up to, what, 5 carriage maybe?
It was from Dublin to Row, it was a 158.
Cool. I will definitely be doing a little review on how things went tonight. I'll use one mic for that. Whether I'll do this live or recorded or not, I don't know. Might do it live actually. But either way, the recorded stuff I did down in Dundee, I'll upload that later on. I'm assuming there must be something else due heading southwind in a few minutes.
I'm sitting in Inverness then.
Oh right.
That's next.
We're just doing some train spotting.
Oh yeah.
Aye.
Very good.
Try not to get you in the thing because it's actually live on YouTube right now.
No, please do. I've got a face for the radio.
Well, I actually work on the radio. I've got a face for it as well.
Well, you work for the radio, mate.
Busboy says, so Alba, read my message.
Yeah, no, there won't be train heading south or one.
What message was that, mate? I saw the one where you said, please don't use the microphones and that, but we're only using them when we're not inside like this. I mean, we're not wearing them now. If it's still a bit echoey, I apologise, but they're not messaging. I'm sorry, mate. I'm not with you.
Well, getting pretty fast summer, isn't it? 2 heats this summer, so.
Is it going?
Aye.
Well, I think that decent weather we had a few weeks ago, that's our summer.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Wednesday 19 degrees, that's it. This is autumn then. Last year.
Although it feels more like winter out there today. Yeah, we shouldn't complain for 2 weeks of good weather, we need a bit of rain.
Oh, yeah.
True. It was on and off early now, it's just, yeah, we'll just get on there.
Yeah.
Like a golf course that they're struggling in the grass.
I don't play golf.
Aye.
I don't play golf at all.
Don't play it either myself, I work up there.
There's a pub in London someplace. I think it's just literally on the banks of the River Thames. So when it rains, it floods, and people actually just go there and just have a drink and just water board.
I'm not really one for drinking myself.
Well,
I do enjoy a pint, I will admit, and sometimes I do get a bit sloshed. But that's one thing I'll never do. I will never live stream on YouTube when I'm sloshed. No chance.
no, it's usually me that has a problem.
Yeah, true. Not much going on here at the moment. 16:07. We said we'd keep the stream until 16:45. Next train is 16:16 to Inverness. Running 2 minutes late unless there's something due heading south maybe.
The funny thing is, though, is that whatever trains I film here, usually a couple of chaps in Aberdeen that I'm subscribed to as well, so chances are they'll see that same train today as well, so then I'll know if we couple to a larger train or not.
Possible. I think I know who you're talking about because I think I subscribed to them as well. I can't remember what they're called though.
Train spotters.
No, well, Transporters, yeah, but I can't remember what the channels are called. That's what I'm saying. I mean, at the moment, there's nothing here. I mean, this
Yeah,
is
one feeder.
true. I mean, this is what happens sometimes between trains when they're passing. We don't get much, and a little bit of banter between myself and Aaron is what we do. We see where we are, what we've been doing, and what's coming up. But apart from that, there isn't really much else we can do.
Every airport was much different from this.
Yeah, although there was planes coming and going all the time there. But it was equally as wet there. I remember leaving that place and actually thinking to myself, I'm actually getting soaked. I went home that night, had a nice hot shower and got into my dressing gown. Not that I should be saying that live on the YouTube live, but I don't mind. Had in it. A nice hot shower and just relaxed that night. Not doing much tonight either. Once I eventually get home.
It'll be a long day tomorrow.
It might be a longer day for you because you've got further to travel than I have, but
And I'll still come out of it fine. Bigger mass.
true. Means
Do you want
you,
me to let you know which coach I'm on tomorrow, or just leave it as a surprise? Or?
it's up to you. I don't mind. I don't
You're
mind
booked
at
on it
all.
now, aren't you?
What's that?
You're booked on it now.
Or the
E3.
E3, yeah. So I'll just need to check what time my bus from home is. I've got an idea. I think it's 10 to 9. So that should be in Stirling for about 9:15. Yeah, that'll be enough time to
So I think,
catch P2.
are you doing your M19 today?
Yes. For
Book
anyone,
your M8 and M92 for those dates as well, so that's coach stuff.
will do. For anyone who's still watching, myself and Arden are obviously going down to Penzance in June. And I still haven't booked a coach back from Cardiff to Glasgow yet. But I'm going to do that tonight. Because the last thing I want is to go online and find that the coach is full. So I'll be booking that possibly when I'm on my way home. I mean, what was it you paid for? Was it about £29?
Yeah, there's got girls that got pound for the seats and all.
Yeah.
And compared, is that going to be an internet or will you be told?
I hope to God it's not an Intertech. I hope to God it's not. I don't mind a Yutong, I don't mind any other type of coach, just not an Intertech.
What happens if we get an internet on every bad here?
What, tonight?
No. When we come back.
I'll probably be too tired to even care. Because doing an all-nighter in Cardiff like what we're doing, I might even do a few vlogs in Cardiff as well, you know, just to pass the time a little bit to say, well, it's 1 AM, 2 AM. I'm not going to do one like obviously all night or anything like that, but could do something like that maybe. Or if we see a little pub that's got karaoke, I could maybe even do a little vlog of myself trying to sing. He thinks I'm being serious.
It's sentimental to prepare myself for that. It's never be honest.
You definitely do not want to hear me sing, trust me. If you can imagine what a growling dog and a strangled cat put together sounds like, then you've got me singing. Busboy says, Alba, what time are we finishing at? It'll be finishing in about half an hour, mate. 4:45. I'll be doing another little live later on tonight, just to talk about how today went. That'll probably be, I might just do it as soon as I get home, but it should be around about 9 o'clock. Or I might even do it recorded, I don't know, we'll see. I think we've got another train coming, it'll be this one going to Inverness. Now this is what Aaron and I were talking about. They were bringing the barriers down here quite early. It's 16:13 at the moment. It's saying the train's not expected till 16:18. So 5 minutes before the train's due. Is that not a bit too early to bring the barriers down? I think it is. Unless there's one due heading south, I don't know. Incidentally, just to let you know folks, there's no live tomorrow. I'm not doing a live in Glasgow tomorrow. Well, I'm not planning to. So I will have umpteen recorded ones of the buses because we are going to do a bit of bus one tomorrow and we're down that way. Today we're mainly focusing on trains, so they were doing it.
This is a safety announcement.
Oh, here we go.
Please stay well back from the platform edge.
Or
Fast trains do pass through the station unannounced.
Or
Thank you.
Yeah, you know what he's going to say every time. Yeah, well, today we're mainly focusing on the buses and the trains. Although Saturday I did a little bit of both as well, and I was planning to do some trains yesterday, but I thought I'd be going back to Slayford actually yesterday when I was in Edinburgh, but I didn't get in time. Oh, my feet are killing me. If it wasn't raining outside, I would have went and took a seat there, but I don't fancy getting a wet bum. It was saying on the sign up there, the train to Inverness is going to be a 158. That's going
The
to be
next train at platform
pretty cramped
2
train.
is the 1616 ScotRail service to Inverness, calling at Arbroath, Montrose, Aberdeen, Dyce, Inverurie, Inch, Huntly, Keith, Elgin, Forres, Nairn, Inverness Airport and Inverness. This train is formed of 2 carriages.
So that's a 158. That's going to be a pretty cramped train if it's going to be 2 carriages.
I've done it from Arbroath to from here to Arbroath once.
I've only done it from, was it Inverness to Inverurie?
You see,
No,
the funny-
Aberdeen
the
and
funny thing
Inverurie.
is, right, is that they've got the big 5 carriage interchanges.
Yeah.
They don't put them trains on because it leaves Glasgow Queen Street at 2:30. It gets to Inverness at 7:30.
5 hours, and the coach only takes about 2.5, 3 hours. Mind you, the train doesn't have traffic to contend with.
If you get an early morning one, that leaves Dundee at 5:30 in the morning to get to Inverness for 9:30. Or there's a train that leaves Inverness about 5 to 5 in the morning. You get to Edinburgh for about 9:30.
It's because of the local stations. I'm not saying this is a local station, but it's because of the places it stops at. I mean, when you consider how long the bus from Aberdeen to Inverness is, number 10, that's like 3 hours. 35 is even worse.
I will have to join up to another train in Aberdeen.
Because the 35, when I did it one time from Inverness to Aberdeen, was 5.5 hours. But again.
I'll join up to another 158 or 170. I cannot get it. I mean, when you get this 158, you get it 2 carriages 158, the journey starts in Dundee at 5:30 in the morning and gets to Inverness at 9:30. That's a perfect size train at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
But at peak time during this no chance.
Or even 5 to 5 in the morning from Inverness.
No, that's a 43. 5.
Aye.
But I just wonder why they don't put 5 carriage 43 in this one. Look, there's little people just sitting there, that's madness. I thought putting a street light capacity is on an M11, it's never going to work.
Oh,
It's a pure
on the way.
That would have been pretty effing cool.
I only spotted that at the last time.
That would have been, that's a 66, that would have been like one of the levels that we got a fucking Wallingford.
Wallingford's definitely been better than here, I reckon. I'll explain in a sec.
I knew there was going to be a freight train today.
As I was saying, I think Wallingford is better than here today, personally. The only reason I'm saying that is because of the weather.
Well, more trains, more honks.
Yeah, I mean, how many honks have we had today? None.
Not yet.
Not yet. We could still. I reckon if the weather wasn't so bad, we could have gone up onto the bridge there.
Why wouldn't they want to have a honk?
And
all I can hope for is that the Royal Scotsman.
potentially we could have had 2 honks at that particular point.
It would be great to have the Royal Scotsman. I'm not losing hope for that.
I mean, of all the trains that we've seen today, how many do you think we've seen? Of it 7, 8?
No. 14, 1, 3.
I reckon about 7.
43, 158, 170 there, so that's 4. No. There's another 43, so that's 5 there. 43. 14?
14?
Yeah. Well,
it could be actually.
12 actually.
12?
No, because you've seen about 5 or 6 trains out of Montague. Then we had a 43 2800s, a 17066 and 2158.
Well, we've been live streaming for coming up 47 minutes already here. I don't know where the time goes.
I'm actually annoyed by that bloody 158 now. I could have made a pretty damn good video.
I could try and edit it out of my download and send it to you if you want.
I don't know.
No, the offer's there, buddy.
No, it's fine.
Because you've sent me videos that I can put up on my channel.
I don't know about it. I don't fancy being deaf in my class 66 at the end. I'm sure I'm coming from war with them.
And me rabbiting on saying, oh, that's a 166, that's a 66.
I did warn you that 66 one was going to be like modified.
Yes.
That was me shooting it with.
And pardon my French, but I just about crapped myself when that horn went.
I strode my distance with that shit. Whoa.
Yeah, and that was on a television, or a laptop, that wasn't in person.
Yeah, I know.
Or on your phone even, should I say, or any other device that can connect to
But I
YouTube.
mean, no, but 66 horns on the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
I managed to derail a 66 one time when I was playing.
I'm sorry,
Train Summer.
is there a British radio train that you haven't derailed?
Yeah, well, I do a lot of that over on my other YouTube channel, Gamer Duder, but I haven't been doing much on that channel recently, as Aaron and I were talking about earlier on.
You derailed trains, you crashed a bus on a bus simulator at Bridgeton.
Yes,
you
I did.
crashed into cars and you blamed cars. Get out of the way!
Yes, I did, and that's also on this channel.
And all I did was run over a person on a bus with me, not real life, unfortunately. But
Yes, yeah, it was on a simulator, not a real bus.
Yeah.
Fortunately for me.
Thank God you're not a driver for a citizen.
To be honest, if I was going to be a bus driver, right, and I had to pick an operator to work for, I would. It would either be CityLink or Ember
First class.
or Stagecoach.
Or first class.
No,
Since you like them so much.
no,
You've even got a first class model in your living room, I know.
Yes, and I do actually have a model bus in my living room of a Flixbus. Wonder who bought that for me. I am not naming any names.
He likes them. I had to do something.
It is a nice coach though. It was a Mercedes Turismo.
Well, then I thought it was a Neoplan.
No, it's a Turismo. I'm pretty sure it was.
I'm pretty sure it was a Neoplan.
I'll have a look when I get home.
Yeah, I was going to have a look when we get home and I'll be waiting
I need-
for that.
I need to make-
You're right. I'll be waiting for that message.
I need to make an updated version of the buses that I've got. You know, the model buses, because I did make a video one time
Yeah,
of
I've seen that one.
my model buses, and I do need to do an
Tell you
updated
what.
version of that.
When you apply for, if you ever do apply for Citric, I don't know when you would, send that video of you driving at Bristol on the CV. Yeah, you don't know, send it to Christmas. Yeah, you crashing the cars, you're a perfect driver, hop in that seat.
No chance.
Just as long as you like live tech numbers, boom. It's like you're in bloody
if the radio in it's got MP3 connectivity, as long as you're into like Bryan Adams, Bon Jovi, Oasis,
Aye.
Guns N' Roses, Europe, and any type of classic rock,
Some decent rock.
AC/DC,
Motorhead, all that stuff.
Motorhead, I can come and go with. That's maybe a bit maybe a bit too heavy for me.
But yeah, okay, yeah. Well, I mean,
One band I can't stand is Embrace. See that song, All You Good People? Ah, absolutely hate that song.
as much as you hate Adele or less.
Adele, oh no, no thanks, no thanks. I'd rather listen to Coldplay, and even then, their music just makes me want to turn it off.
One Republic's alright.
A lot of folks slaughtered.
There's one song.
A lot of folk used to slaughter Nickelback, but I'll admit, I liked them.
There's one song from One Republic I'm trying to name. One from that, that's what it is. One
Yeah.
Republic, that's a brilliant
Well,
song.
we can talk about music on YouTube. Obviously, I can't sing to save myself,
sure.
and I definitely ain't going to sing the chorus to any songs because I don't want any copyright strikes.
No, I have to suffer from
Because
that.
you can get YouTube warnings, even just for singing a song and uploading it
I was
online.
reading this like last week, like years ago when I was still new to YouTube and played with the song about it. I thought it was my bit of copyright strike against my views, but I didn't actually think, okay, it's music.
I remember I was watching Scott from Planes, Trains, Everything. Hello if you're watching, mate. And he was staying in a lighthouse down in Dumfries Bay, not the one where he was staying at the most remote train station.
Oh, career.
But he was down near Stranraer. I can't remember was it Kirkcombe? I think it was. The 408 bus terminates there. I think it was Kirkcombe, but I could be wrong. But anyway, he says that he got a copyright warning on his video because there was a Calvin Harris song playing on the radio, and he must have had to have downloaded the video, remove the audio, and replace it with something else.
Let me tell you guys this for absolutely no reason at all. Where we're staying, £68, right? It's one of the cheapest places we can actually find at around Penzance. And if Shrek over here is the station, this is the hotel where I am, right? And the station hotel right behind Galavant over there, charging 98 quid a night. That's without breakfast.
And that's the hotel just that
Right, that building there.
just right there.
Yeah.
That
98
building
quid a
right
night
there.
without breakfast. 98.
£98 a
And that's
night
more
with
than
no
what these things
breakfast.
had. My home isn't too far away. I think looking at that is
What would a taxi from here back to your place cost?
30?
With £30?
Or more than that.
It would be more than that for me. Obviously,
Yeah, it's a wee bit more.
for me, you'd be looking at, I reckon, maybe about £120.
Yeah. Or if it was me in the taxi, no.
If it was
You charge
me,
it for a penny.
if it was me driving you home, no. I
Well,
wouldn't charge
I'm
you a
going to
penny
ask
either.
something place if I can use the toilet. I'm
Okay.
going to say shame on you. That's only
The-
good that place is good for my pee.
Well, okay, I wasn't expecting him to say that. He is a bit too honest. He's the way to use the gents at the moment. He's the way to find a house. A house? He's the way to find a toilet somewhere. The only thing I'll say to that is don't pee long. Yeah, okay. We'll give up with the toilet jokes. They're pretty crap anyway. Dump those. Right, moving forward. We're going to be here till about 4:45. It's just coming up 4:30 just now. Aaron's away at the toilet. Although both these train signals are showing red at the moment, so that to me indicates that there's something coming at some point in both directions. So we may get a crossover before we head. Because the next one on this side, a service train that's stopping here, isn't going to be till 17:43, and we'll be long gone by then. We'll be in Dundee by that time, hopefully. We might just get a 73 direct from here to Dundee, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how it's gonna work out. Because the lights are just flashing red now, and Adam's just went off to go to the toilet. He's gonna, well, he might be back in time by the time the barrier comes down. But having said that, he's been drinking a lot more liquids than I have today. Well, I had a coffee this morning on the coach coming up to Dundee. I had some lunch at Dundee Bus Station Cafe, which was Stovies. Just Stovies that you put in the microwave. What else did I have to drink? Apart from 2 lights just turned amber. You can see from here. had a can of juice while I was on the bus coming up to here, and I think that's about it, really, to be honest. I'm someone who likes his juice and his food, but anyone who knows me in real life will know I ain't talking BS either. Now that light's just turned green, so looks like there's a train coming this way, northbound. It's the only thing I can think of. If the light is red on this side, which it is, it must indicate that'll indicate that there's a train coming this way. Although that one on the other side being green could mean that there could be something coming southbound as well. It's something that I'm still learning, the train spotting. I'm still learning with that. Yeah, I do apologise about the weather. There's not really a lot we can do about it. I mean, it's been like this all day. But it's only just been the last couple of hours. But it's been non-stop. But it was forecast, we can't complain. The past 2-3 weeks, weather-wise, have been really good. Hopefully we'll get some more nice weather pretty soon. Incidentally, the use of the microphones. I know I've spoken about that before. I'm just going to mention one more thing. We won't use them if we're in a confined space like this bus shelter. Also, we won't use them if it's a rainy day like today, because I don't want them getting wet, because I paid perfectly good money for those. We won't use them for the full-length bus journeys. I've made that decision. But we'll only use them at the start of the journey to see what route we're on, what we're doing, and how we're enjoying the journey. So it'll just be like intermediate points throughout the journey. I've made that decision. I will use them if I'm bus spotting out and about, like say Glasgow, Edinburgh, wherever, whether I'm doing it live or recorded, and the same up at Lathamond. But I won't be using them when travelling on a vehicle up there.
I found the pub.
Did you go into that place?
Yeah. Well, I've just been into the pub.
Where's my bags there?
See, that's what they need to use.
That'll be heading to Glasgow, I'm presuming.
That's what they need on that Inverness, not a 158.
Yeah.
Or 170. At least using 170. 170 was recorded.
I was just telling the viewers that about the microphones. I'm not going to use them if we're in a confined space like this on a rainy day, or if we're outside on a rainy day. I said the only time I'll use them is if we're on a bus route, we're doing a full-length route, just to say what route we're on and how we're enjoying it. Just basically intermediate points
Just
on
how
the route.
you normally speak on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea not doing the live at Buchanan, because you know you do get.
I'm not planning to do
I
live
know,
at Buchanan tomorrow.
Because you will get some people that do come up to us. It's something the bus boys just asking what we're doing, or some guys thinking they're funny.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm definitely not doing a live at Buchanan Street tomorrow. Definitely not.
My plan is today finishing off the Slateford live, watching Waterford, and then back on to this. Oh wait, I'm Falkirk, so I forgot about that.
Well, I'm going to have a look at Falkirk High and see what it's like up there. But I mean,
I would
probably a waste of time.
it's just and Scotland Express 385, so that's it. Nothing more than that.
Yeah, because I need to do the H2 return from Larbert to Dollar. I'm planning to do that on Thursday. I'm going up to Davison on Thursday night. So what I'll do is, I've got an appointment in the morning. So once I've done that, I'll just head straight to Larbert. I can even get an H1, wait an hour, H2 back to Dollar, jump the 23 back to Tilly, and get the 52 into Stirling, connecting bus up to Davison.
And what you're going to do waiting an hour?
This is a
Sit
safety
and chill.
announcement. Please
What I
stay
do
with
like about
platform
the
and platform
station
edge.
is that these shelters
Fast trains do pass through the station unannounced. Thank you.
annoying, but it's handy.
True. I tell you another thing that's annoying about stations like this as well. Please stand clear from the platform edge. Fast trains do pass through the station unannounced.
And there's no need.
Thank you.
Go look at that. That little yellow stripe is the exact same thing.
Exactly.
And also, I'm not really anyone here the platform edge.
No. I mean, the platform edge here at Carnoustie is a lot shorter than it is at, say,
And plus it's got two platform edges. It's
Monifee.
got the yellow dotty one and it's got the straight one.
and it says Mind the Gap.
So, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're sitting at 25.5 at the moment. We'll all stay here till 2:45.
It's been a pretty boring day.
It's not been the most scenic day in terms of train. Although, as I say that, the barrier goes down. So there might be a fast train coming, heading
Well,
northbound.
so- Yeah, there will be, because that train just passed and, the next fast train, next slow train here's not for another hour anyway, so.
Yeah.
Which would be that 158 heading back, so.
That's
Well, I mean, it could actually be that 158 heading back to Dundee.
that's what I was saying to.
I think it'll be that 158 heading back to Dundee.
I was just saying that to the viewers while you were away at the bathroom there. But one thing I meant to say to you before you left is don't pee long. Yeah, that's a dump of a joke.
Stinks, mate, that stinks.
Yep, I'll flush that one away and make sure it doesn't clog the toilet pipes.
Yeah, it's not been, I mean, the weather was good, you could just done Arbroath and Carnoustie as originally planned. It's not been, it's just meh.
It's just been the weather.
It's just, it's like, I'm having me thinking we should have just gone ahead with it, but at the same time, it's good that we did, but it's not fun.
Well,
I'm not saying I'm not having fun with you, it's just I'm not having
Yeah.
fun with the weather, it's just, it's crap.
it's good seeing a mate. That's one way of
Well,
looking
that's
at it.
true, but it's almost pointless just doing live and filming today, it's just,
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not really seeing much. I mean,
more will be better, generally, today something good.
we've
You'll miss out on Peckham Freight Train too. This is actually one of the rare times that you guys are actually seeing me.
it's past the day. That's the way I looked at it. I mean, yeah, we'll probably get a bit wet going home, but tomorrow is a different day. I mean, even if it's like this again tomorrow, it's forecast to be like this all week.
Of course.
But if it's like this tomorrow, we're going to be on a bus most of the day and undercover.
The next train at platform 1 is the 1641 ScotRail service to
I'm
Dundee,
not filming, I'm
calling at Monifee, Broughty Ferry and Dundee. This train is formed of 2 carriages.
That'll be the third time today to go on that same train.
Yeah.
Is that one of these moments when you kind of want to try and keep it cool, but you just can't?
Well,
one of the rare times you guys
this-
actually see me annoyed.
This is actually why I thought I'll just do it live, because then I thought there'd be some audience interaction and it would be better than just having pre-recorded ones of trains. I'm not saying I'm not going to do any pre-recorded ones of trains. I will if I'm passing like a train station or a railway bridge and I happen to see a train going past.
Not yet.
I mean, I did that yesterday on the way to Edinburgh, and I can tell when he's pacing up and down that he's getting annoyed.
I'm not getting annoyed, I'm annoyed about it today.
But
Again, I'm trying to hide it because I don't really like to show my anger, which is one reason I can't.
out of 10, what would you give today?
5.
At best, I'm going to say 5 as well.
I'm more
But
frustrated about the weather.
Being with you with a mate, definite 10.
Last
Definite 10.
minute,
But
10 out of 10 anyway, but it's just, I know obviously not everything will go my way, and I'm humble enough to admit that anyway. Obviously
Exactly.
thing of life.
tomorrow will be a lot better.
Yeah, thing of life is all to do with adaptation and accepting that things don't always go your way, but I'm frustrated about today weather.
Tomorrow will be a lot better, that I can guarantee. Even though I'll have umpteen videos on my phone tonight to upload. Might not upload them all in one go. I might leave the rest of today's ones till tomorrow night and then just continue uploading them then. Because I find it affects the views, if I upload too many at one go.
Mine does too. That's why I didn't film too much.
It could be something that YouTube does, maybe, I don't know.
My best is to say it's all to do with the algorithm. The more popular videos get thinking in the algorithm, that's
Yeah.
how people find it.
Because
So that's what YouTube does as well.
it would come up in the recommendations.
Well, so what's you should say that they recommend streetlights to people? That's how
Well, yeah,
both of my channels.
possible. I mean, if you're in America and someone says streetlight, they're going to think you're talking about a lamppost
Well, without
or
due
a-
respect,
or a light pole, as they
Without
call
due
it.
respect, I'm not really keen on Americans.
Well, I don't mind. I don't mind where people come from. I accept people for how they are.
True.
I don't care anything about that, like their backgrounds or sexuality and that stuff.
Yeah, it's just there's hardly been any positive filming trains today. It's just
Yeah.
the same 158 3 times, couple like 100s, no 170s that I've got this filming
But-
43 and whatnot.
It might have been just as well, just maybe going down to Perth doing
This
some.
is a safety and
Oh, for
security
God's
announcement.
sake.
This station is covered by
I don't even care
CCTV
about
cameras
announcements.
for the safety and security of all customers and staff. Take care of non-station areas, mind the
I
cameras
just feel like
forward and right in
even
the train.
average, it doesn't
And
seem
if
like
you're a
we've not
wheelchair
seen
user or
enough
travelling
chains to make it up for
Upon break,
an
so
hour
please
that it's been money free for
Please
or
find
Yeah.
a ticket before you board, and tickets should be downloaded and activated before travel. You're also reminded that
Oh,
alcohol
wait.
is company banned on our network. Smoking and vaping and the use of e-cigarettes are also not permitted in stations and on our
people
trains.
do it anyway.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police 161016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Well, maybe to see this 158 going and then I'll call it a day on the live stream. Because that's 158 739.
Or third time. Third time in about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, my film is the extent, it's better than enough. Sometimes people don't expect.
That's true. I can see where you're coming from, buddy.
And as soon as this live's done, see what time it costs for.
Yeah.
This train is, you see that safety for between company? That train to Aberdeen is that one.
Or the one that's just left.
Yeah. That'll be going to
A
Aberdeen.
two carriage. Well,
Yeah, it's starting in Dundee.
starting Dundee, okay. Well, folks, I think we're going to call it a day now, to be honest. I mean, as Aaron said, it's not been the greatest in terms of train spotting. I do apologise. I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. So, hopefully tomorrow in Glasgow will go a bit better. I'm not doing anything live in Glasgow. It will be recorded. You'll see it tomorrow night, possibly into Wednesday, depending on how many uploads I've got. I'll try and upload as many tonight as I can from today. But all I can say is thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Well, I'll speak to you a little bit later on tonight actually, because I'm going to do a review live of how things went today, because I don't want the review getting mixed up in all the other videos that I've got. So I'll talk to you maybe about 9 o'clock roughly, and I'll let you know what my thoughts are. But it ain't looking good, if I'm being honest. Always a 10 out of 10 being with a good mate like Aaron, always will be. I'll always give a 10 out of 10 plus for
No,
that.
absolutely. I mean, I would probably be bored of, I mean, I'd probably just been down and watching movies or playing Ludo or Monopoly or something.
Yeah. I probably would
Nice,
have.
nice to get out and about and get some fresh air.
I would have been catching up with WWE on YouTube or on Netflix
Like,
possibly.
It's good to get the fresh air. There's nothing I want better than being outside and getting all the sea air and all that stuff in. And all the minerals you get from River Tay. But as for sporting wise and filming wise, I'm not a big fan of doing it in shelters.
Neither am I.
It's actually been pretty good for doing in shelters. But usually, for example, if you spend an hour at Walford, right, you get so many trains in. I'm not saying this is a busy Walford, but it isn't. But for an hour's worth of it being at Monford and Canusi, it's just the amount of trains that we've seen has not made up for made up for it. That's
No.
frustrating. And this is like I try to keep my cool when I can out in public, but
Yeah.
this is someone who I can't. I can't help but feel frustrated.
I'm feeling frustration because the viewers haven't seen as many as they would want. I mean, I've travelled quite a distance to.
Like, how many times
do
do you
it
actually
and-
see me like this annoyed? Never.
True. That's true, mate. Very, very true. Well, thank you to the person who's given the second mic. I just thought I would say that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's deeply appreciated.
Especially for the fact that we've seen it today, but I'm glad
Exactly.
we've been able
Exactly.
to provide something that you guys would like to watch.
So I thought we'd provide you with some entertainment. Hopefully we have for you. But it's just a little bit of banter between the two of us. So what I'm going to say now is I'll do another live tonight to determine what my thoughts are on this. I'll probably do that around 9 o'clock maybe. Just however I feel like doing it. But it will be at some point tonight before I go to my bed. Anyway, I'll talk to you then. So speak to you soon.
Imagine you're